You're listening to AM 1230, WJOB Hammond.
Rock and roll. Harlow in the studio. We're not cooling the engines. We are revving them up. Super excited to bring in Tommy DeCarlo, originally from Utica, New York, now living in Charlotte, North Carolina with his wife and family. Hi, Tommy. I'm Ron. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Ron. How are you?
I am good. Well, living in Charlotte, first question, Duke fan, Tar Heels fan, or neither?
Syracuse Orangeman fan.
There you go. That's a neither. Well, I like Syracuse, too. Awesome. I got to tell you, Tommy, we're super excited. Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland. We're psyched to you guys coming out to perform on July 17th at the Festival of the Lakes. I've been listening. I've heard many recordings on YouTube, and seriously, just wow, tremendous. Your path to become the lead singer from Boston is really right out of a fairy tale. I know the story. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, I can, Ron. It all started after the unfortunate death of Brad Delp back in 2007. And I had posted a couple of Boston cover songs, me singing, and on the MySpace page. And that MySpace page eventually made its way to Tom Scholz, founding member of the band Boston, of course. And the next thing I know, I was on the phone with Tom Scholz, and he invited me up to sing at a benefit concert that was being put together in memory of Brad Delp. So that's how it all started. And however, Boston is the first band that I have ever been in or ever sang with live.
That is amazing. And I did hear that you wrote a tribute song. I haven't heard it yet, a tribute song that you were planning possibly singing for Brad Delp or in the name of Brad Delp. Has it been recorded? And if so, is there a place you can point us to where we can listen to it?
You know, actually, there is not a place I can point you to on that particular song. It was just something I did for fun, and it's something I really enjoyed doing. But no, it's not posted anywhere. Actually.
Okay, well, I was just something. I'm trying to listen to everything, of course, because I got to tell you, I grew up with the band just like you did. I'm 49 right now, and I see a lot of parallels. We'll get to that down the road. But this is like I said, right out of a fairy tale. Can you tell us about the first time you meeting the band, especially Tom Scholz, who of course wrote and arranged the majority of the songs and might be like the smartest man in rock and roll history?
After I spoke with Tom on the phone, a few days later, a week later it was, Tom was super generous. He didn't just fly me up to Boston for that tribute show. He flew my whole family up, and he put us up in a really nice place in Boston, and we were there for about 3 or 4 days. But I went over to the rehearsal studio with the management who was running the event, and that was the first time I met the band. And I walked in, and they were rehearsing "Don't Look Back" because that was one of the songs that they were going to perform at the benefit show.
Right.
And of course, I was in awe at that moment. The minute I walked in, the last time I seen Tom Scholz, I was sitting in, seat 80 in the 80th row, way in the back of the ship.
I'm here. I'm feeling. I've probably seen 200 shows myself at least, and I absolutely feel it. All right, now the current lineup that's coming out, we've of course yourself, Tom Scholz, Gary Pill on guitar, Curly Smith and Gary Neal on drums, Tracy Ferry, is that how you say it? Ferry on bass.
Tracy Ferry.
Ferry on bass from Elkhart, Indiana, so yay Hoosier. And it also features Beth Cohen on keyboards and guitar. I'm a huge fan of women in rock and roll. Shout out to the Benatar Jets and the Hine of the world that I love so much. Tell us about what it's like to rehearse and perform with these folks.
Well, it's an amazing experience as well as an opportunity for all of us. Of course, Tom being the founding member of the band, we all came after the fact, and so it's quite a get together. We get together for rehearsals, and we know what we're going to be rehearsing before we get there, so we kind of work a lot on our own until we get to rehearsals. But once we get there, it's a great chemistry. We dial in pretty quick to the songs we're going to be performing on tour, and the amazing thing is, Ron, the music is so timeless. It's
right.
just it's such great music that, we all get very excited to perform it. I mean, even in rehearsals, you know what I mean? If you
right.
can't, if the music of Boston doesn't get you moving, I don't know what.
I've said that. I got to tell you, I'm a comedian. I do improv comedy in Chicago, Tommy. Folks, we're talking to Tommy DeCarlo, from lead singing from the band Boston. I actually did a performance piece to Rock and Roll Band, and during the performance, I actually injured myself because I was literally way too into it. I mean, I was in my basement by myself, even though there was 150 people watching. It was insane, but really exciting. It also says that you play the keyboards, Tommy. Now, for reference, who gets the keyboards on Smokin'?
Actually, Tom plays the organ on Smokin', and I play a harpsichord part on Smokin'. So, fortunately, Tom is like amazingly great on the keyboard, and on the guitar actually. But he has yet to hamstring me with any of those major guitar or keyboard parts, and thankfully, because I probably could, there's no way I could play him. He
so beautiful. I air keyboard probably only that song ever. I don't know any other song that I do that to, honestly. But speaking of songs, now we all know, Third Stage came a long time after, but that album contains the song Amanda, which was the highest charting song in Boston history. How often, this is off the cuff, how often do you guys get approached by Amandas with stories of why they were named Amanda?
Well, I think that's a story in itself. There are many people across the country with a connection to Amanda. Of course, the women that have and young girls who've been named Amanda, and the moms and dads who were Boston fans who decided name their daughters Amanda.
It's got to happen, right? I mean, you could probably sing to one almost every show, I bet.
Yeah, absolutely,
and
absolutely.
Coincidence.
A funny side story to that, Ron, is I've gone out. I'll be out to dinner with my wife and kids somewhere, having dinner, and a waitress will come over and she'll have the name Amanda on her shirt, and I'll just kind of say, interesting name. Isn't there a song named Amanda? I'll just throw that out there, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's by a band called Boston," and I just go, "Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's right. I heard that."
That's so great. And the coinky dink is I only have my one producer, and she is awesome right here, Tommy, and her name is Amanda. That you just spoke to come on the show with me. Yep, Amanda Sandoval is her name. Let's keep going. I mean, unless I don't know. I was going to ask if maybe you could sing her a line, but I don't know if your voice. I don't want to ruin. The tour starts this Friday, right? The summer tour.
We started a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, that's good to know. I won't press you for that. I wanted to hear, this is what I really want to know. Among other new vocalists to the band, you're, of course, featured on the 2013 release of Life, Love, and Hope. I will be at the show for sure. Tommy, can we expect to hear some of the tracks off this album?
Actually, yeah, we do. We do pull out some of those tunes from Life, Love, and Hope, and that's another thing that's very exciting for me. And the amazing thing about that is we have done the title track on this tour, Life, Love, and Hope. And I love it when I look out and I see people singing along to that, and I'm thinking, hey, man, I'm the guy who actually sang that song. And, I had some help, but, I mean,
sure.
One of the main vocalists on that song is myself, and I love it when I look out. And I will pick those people out, and I'll be like, "Wow, man, you heard that song, huh? Great." It does, together.
Yeah, I can see that feeling great. I mean, I tell you right, Hoosier hospitality is a real thing, Tommy, and expect it just to really. I know you're squeezing us in between two other shows on the 16th and 18th because I just looked at the schedule. I guarantee you will feast off of an audience of us people. I can guarantee you that.
Great. That's.
Before we go, we know that this weekend you guys are doing a Friday night show at the Harrah's Cherokee Resort Event Center, not too far from where you live. Is that where you're at? And was that where you're sitting right now? Are you in North Carolina?
Yes, I'm in Charlotte today. Yeah.
I'll bet you got a whole block of tickets and shows for friends and family for that one. huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Whenever we, that's another great thing. Whenever the band members get close to home, wherever that may be for each of us, there's always a group of family or friends that we get to meet and come out to the show, and that's exciting for us. It's always nice to. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for family members and friends to come out and get to say hello after the show and all. So yeah, it's a great thing. Great thing.
I was going to squeeze this one in too. I'll bet. Now, Tommy Scholz again. He's been around rocking for a long time. A member of the original band. I'll bet, like when someone like you comes along to join the band, it probably, a lot of bands go on the road and they do it forever and ever and ever. I'll bet you it feels like new to him again. You know what I mean? Refreshing and new and like it gives him like a rebirth kind of thing. Is that how you guys feel?
Well, I think you're probably right, and I hope that with the new with the current lineup, of course, we're not all the original members,
right.
So we hope that we make him feel that way through that music, and I think that's a good thing because I think he gets excited with watching how excited we get to perform the music, and I couldn't imagine how he feels. I mean, you got to think about it. When you go to a show. Yes, you see the band and the fans, but there's so many other things that are going on, and you got vendors and you got security and you got everything that has to be done in order to pull off these shows. And I look downstage at Tom. He's 5-10 feet from me, and I think people are here because of him. That's why we're here today, because of the music that he created, and it's a great, I can imagine that feeling. He's, it certainly feels great to perform the music, but to know that you created that music and it's just amazing.
It's, I was talking, it's like, I feel like God himself has, sort of laid down something for this band because, you guys are right up there with the Beatles, the Eagles. I said it to Amanda. She's much younger than you and I, Tommy. She's never heard of B-sides. Boston doesn't have any B-sides. Everything's a hit. 31 million albums sold, 17 platinums for number one, 7. It's just a phenomenal thing. And honestly, Tommy, I feel like a little connection with it because I'm 49. I've had 3 completely different careers in my life. I began studying improv a few years ago, which led me to work here with these great people. And it's just, I don't even know what I did for fun before I did this job,
Sure. Well, that's the amazing thing. I think the music that Tom has written and recorded over the years has been, just incredible. And think about it. He went down to the basement in the 70s to record a demo, and here I am. 70s, I was in elementary school playing Little League baseball.
It was I heard about the baseball stuff too. We could go on forever and talk about ball.
Yeah.
But I was 11.
The point of that is, Ron, here it is, 2015, and we're still rocking, and he's still rocking. So that's awesome.
I can't wait. I want to send you off. Really looking forward to seeing you guys under the lights, kick ass. Luckily, and for one of the truly greatest bands of all time, Tommy DeCarlo. I almost my name's even close. The second half, my last name's Harlow. The second half of your name is my name. So it's hard not to it's hard not to root for you, Tommy. Honestly, and I'll look for the guy in the audience with the largest head, and that will be me. Well, we look forward to it, Ron, and we appreciate it. And you let Hammond know that we're going to bring some good old rock and roll. I guarantee it. Take care, Tommy. We'll see you in a few weeks. You got it, Ron. Thanks a bunch. Thanks Bye-bye. For your time. Bye-bye.